Today we're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about how sales and entrepreneurship enables you to have enough money to go out and actually live the life of your dreams. And right now, where you see behind me, we're in Lake Arrowhead. We're staying at a house on the lake with a private beach right in front, a dock, and you can't really see it behind me, but the house is epic. It's absolutely massive, and you can see it really, it's about 3,500 square feet, big place in the background. I'm here with my family. We went up spontaneously. We went up, there was snow, so we just drove up, rented the place, and it cost a couple grand. And we didn't blink an eye. We didn't think twice about renting it, because when you have enough money, it enables you to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. It's not about materialism. It's not about showing off for other people. It's about actually doing things you enjoy and not having to worry about, can I take my kids to private school? Can I go on this vacation I want to go? Can I buy this steak that I want to buy at this restaurant? That's the freedom that money can provide. And so I share this with you because honestly, you know, sometimes like people hold back in terms of sharing their success and sharing, you know, their ambition. But the reality is that if someone else can do it, why not you? Why not me? And that's the mindset you want around money, is you want to know what it's going to enable you to do. And for me, I went through an exercise last night. I just want to share it a little bit with you, and then I'll try and keep this video pretty short. But we were thinking to ourselves, what would it be to buy a house like this? What would it be to be able to have this place and be able to have a boat on that awesome dock, go down to the beach, summer, winter, close to the mountains to go snowboarding, and to have a house on the lake with a dock is going to be at minimum about $2.5 million in Lake Arrowhead, which is probably about an hour and a half outside of LA. Now, I don't have $2.5 million lying around. All my money's invested in stocks and in real estate and in my business. And so even though technically I could afford to buy this now, I told my wife, we're gonna wait, because if I bought it now, it would mean moving a lot of income producing assets away from this to we'll call it a pleasure producing asset, a vacation home. Not the best financial decision. With that being said, I still want it. I still want to be able to buy this. And so the question now and the real opportunity is, what would I need to achieve to be able to buy this where it wouldn't be stressing it out, where it wouldn't be causing me to have to sell other investment properties or stocks or tap into a 401k or just do something that would make me mortgage poor? Because a mortgage on a $2.5 million house is very high, and interest rates are really high right now. So I share this with you not because I'm not pursuing my dream, but you have to be really smart with money and not live beyond your means. I heard that 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck now. And here's the interesting thing is 50% of those Americans, 50% making over 250K, still live paycheck to paycheck. You're making 250K and you're basically living paycheck to paycheck. In that case, all that you're doing is increasing your expenses as your income goes up. And that's what a lot of people do as they make more money. They start increasing their expenses. Well, that's not the way I've lived my life. And because of that, I've been able to accumulate a decent amount of wealth. I won't get into specifics here because a lot of people see this, but a very good amount in we'll say the mid seven figures net worth, a little higher. And so looking at like, how do you keep setting the bar higher? The way that you keep setting the bar higher is you keep aiming higher. So if I want to have a $2.5 million or $3 million vacation house, I need to consistently sell around $1.5 million per year and have a good profit margin of over 50% on my products and services. Okay? So I told my wife, I said, we're gonna rent places like this 4 times a year or 5 times a year. We'll come up, we'll have as much fun as we want with the family, but we're not buying yet until I could be able to buy this place cash comfortably, or until I could buy it and not have stress about how I'm gonna get it. So that forces me to have to consistently put in a predictable revenue engine to be able to sell $1.5 million, $2 million every year with over 50% of profit. So now in my business, what I'm doing is I'm hiring a sales rep, I'm putting together a VSL, a video sales letter, and I'm probably gonna do some ads to point traffic to my site. I'm also hiring a community manager to make the product as good as possible so people renew. But until I have predictable revenue coming in for a few years consistently, I'm not gonna bite off more than I can chew. And that's the attitude I want you to take around money. Just because you make more doesn't mean you have to increase your cost of living, increase your expenses. You don't want to be mortgage poor. You don't want to be operating expense poor. You always want to be saving more than you're spending, regardless of how much money you're making. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if you make $2 million a year. If you're spending it on houses and boats and toys and, you know, just high cost of clothing and just living, then you have nothing to show for it, right? You have nothing to save for it. So anyway, I'm rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to share my ambition with you in terms of buying a lake house, because that is what keeps me going, to provide a dream life for my family. Never settle. Don't get comfortable with, oh, we can only afford this. We can only do this. Instead, dream big and figure out, what do I have to do to become the person that's capable of affording the lifestyle I want without stressing, rather than settling down into lowering your lifestyle to what you're making. You just got to step it up so you can be able to afford everything you want, because we only live once. And again, it's not about materialism. It's not about showing off. It's about experiences like this and being able to do that. So that's all I got for you guys, right? Save your money. Always invest as you continue saving, and dream big so you can figure out why you need to continue to up level in your career and make more to provide the dream life for you and those you love. Cheers.